this is how we do the tail. We just literally grab it like that and then cut the end off. I'm using straight scissors because you don't need a natural line for that little bit. I'm only trimming it a bit. His tailbone is there, so that's about an inch, I suppose. And then with the tail, I do trim in here, obviously, and a little bit of a hygiene gap there. I may thin out a little bit of this just to get it out of the way, but basically that's his tail, and then I will just go down and just even that up a little bit. I'm not showing the dogs at the moment. I haven't been for a while, but I like to keep them trimmed up because it takes my fancy to enter a show. Because he's got such a thick tail, I have to do it in bits. His tail is ridiculous. It's like a golden retriever. My other girl, who's asleep in the bed at the moment, she's got much lighter coat, much more easy to manage. But of course the boys, they just keep on growing. They don't lose them with their seasons. Now actually, with a boy, he was getting so tangled in here that I actually like to take out this hair just behind his bits there, just so it doesn't get all matted up. It doesn't detract from the look at all, but it keeps it neat. I know I'm not doing it very well, but I only did it last week, so there's not much there. So I find that really helpful. I also trim off these bits on his bits as well, bits of hair. So I know he looks a bit bald, but he's got such a thick coat, all covers up. Anyway, he's quite proud of his bits, aren't you? Yes. Now this I have pretty much blunt cut, and I was so admiring of Dogs in the Ring where they have this lovely sort of trouser hanging down. It was all shaped, but basically he's got the sort of coat that I can do it with. I couldn't do it with the girls. They didn't have that sort of coat. And again, I haven't done it very well. There's a bit there I could cut up. I've shaped it up. Where's the other scissors? Shaped it going up into his tummy area, up here, just to keep that line. But it's very satisfying with the tail all blunt cut look. Trousers at the back, again, I try and just thin them out a little bit and keep them fairly blunt at the bottom because it just goes with the tail. I've always said, you know, it should be, the coat on a setter should be as natural looking as possible, but you've got to keep it tidy, so it's a bit of a dilemma in places. And for the shows, some of the blunt cutting is fine. Again, under here you see that, to me that's a little bit too blunt, but I'm not showing him, and I could thin it out a bit, make it look a bit more natural, but I rather like it.